Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, you're truly welcome. On this channel, we uncover the true crime stories that often go unnoticed, the ones buried beneath official reports, sealed files, and silence. Today's case is one of those stories. Today's story takes us to Maple Ridge, Illinois, a quiet community built on trust, where neighbors felt they knew one another and danger seemed like a distant concept. But everything changed on January 12, 2021, when 19-year-old Rachel Monroe left for her usual evening run and never came home. The search that followed led investigators down a trail of subtle inconsistencies and unsettling clues, all pointing towards someone the town admired, respected, and never once suspected. A man whose familiar, soft-spoken presence made the truth even harder for Maple Ridge to accept. In the serene suburban community of Maple Ridge, Illinois, safety wasn't just a belief, it was a lifestyle. Neighbors greeted each other by name, kids rode their bikes in small groups after school, and most houses still had the original locks installed decades ago. Crime existed, of course, but mostly in the form of petty vandalism or the occasional car break-in. Anything darker felt like something that happened far away, on the news, not on their streets. At the center of this trusting community was Tyler Grant, a 26-year-old youth mentor at the local community center. He was soft-spoken, polite, and known for his patience with children who struggled academically. He coached basketball, helped students with homework, and assisted elderly neighbors with small repairs. To the people of Maple Ridge, Tyler was dependable, familiar, safe. He had, as many said, one of those faces, the kind that made people relax around him. But on January 12, 2021, everything changed. That evening, 19-year-old Rachel Monroe, home from college for winter break, went for her usual run around Maple Ridge Park. It was a routine she'd followed for years. At 7:42 p.m., she texted her mother, "Last lap, be home soon." The message delivered, but Rachel never came home. By 9 p.m., with temperatures dropping, her parents called police. Officers responded quickly and began a search of the park. Nothing looked obviously disturbed, no torn clothing, no signs of a struggle. But at sunrise, a patrol officer found Rachel's phone in the grass near a park bench. The screen was cracked. Its last video, a half-second accidental clip, showed blurred motion, possibly Rachel stumbling. A hand entering the frame could be seen, but it was impossible to identify. Investigators began interviewing anyone known to frequent the park. One name kept coming up, not suspiciously, but consistently. He walked the park most evenings. He waved to joggers. He was familiar. At first, detectives dismissed the idea that Tyler could be involved. He had no criminal history, no behavioral issues, nothing concerning. Still, as standard procedure, they went to speak with him. When detectives found him at the community center, Tyler was cooperative. He expressed concern for Rachel's family and explained that he'd been home by around 8 that evening, making dinner and watching TV. His voice was calm, his manner polite. Nothing felt obviously off, but experienced detectives know that calmness can sometimes be rehearsed. Footage from the community center's security cameras revealed something subtle. The rear entrance camera, which usually captured Tyler leaving the building, had no footage between 7:30 and 8:03 p.m. on the night Rachel disappeared. It wasn't proof of guilt. Cameras fail, systems glitch, but the timing was impossible to ignore. Detectives re-interviewed park-goers and local residents. A nearby home security camera caught a vehicle resembling Tyler's driving past the park entrance around the time Rachel would have been on her final lap. Again, not proof, just another detail that didn't perfectly match his timeline. 2 days later, investigators received a tip from a hardware store cashier. He remembered a man, soft-spoken, wearing a hoodie, buying rubber gloves and heavy-duty trash bags around 9 p.m. on the night Rachel vanished. The cashier wasn't certain it was Tyler, but he remembered the voice as quiet and steady. It was enough to secure a search warrant. Tyler's apartment wasn't dramatic. There was no hidden room, no violent scene, no unmistakable confession left behind. But detectives noticed how usually clean everything was. Not suspicious on its own, some people are tidy, but what they found behind a stack of boxes in the bedroom closet was harder to explain. A small black velvet pouch containing a silver bracelet engraved with Rachel's initials. Rachel's parents confirmed she wore it daily. It wasn't a smoking gun, but its presence in Tyler's home raised immediate alarm. Detectives brought Tyler in for questioning. He denied knowing how the bracelet ended up there. He maintained a calm demeanor, even when confronted with inconsistencies in his timeline. He never lost his composure, never shouted, never panicked. Meanwhile, search teams expanded beyond the park boundaries. On the 4th day, they discovered disturbed soil in a wooded area a short distance from the running trail. Beneath it, they found Rachel. Forensic analysis later found fibers in Rachel's clothing consistent with the interior of Tyler's car. Combined with the bracelet, the timeline gaps, the camera anomaly, and the hardware store visit, investigators believed they had a clear, evidence-based case. Tyler Grant was arrested. Maple Ridge was left stunned. The man they trusted, the one who blended so seamlessly into the rhythm of the town, was now accused of taking the life of a girl many had watched grow up. The tragedy left the community wrestling with an uncomfortable truth. Evil doesn't always announce itself. It doesn't always look dangerous. Sometimes it looks familiar. Sometimes it looks gentle. Sometimes it wears the innocent face everyone assumes they can trust. Thank you for watching. The arrest of Tyler Grant left Maple Ridge struggling to reconcile the trusted mentor they thought they knew with the evidence uncovered in Rachel's case, evidence he calmly denied even as it mounted against him. The community was shaken not only by the tragedy, but by the realization that danger can hide behind the most ordinary, comforting faces. If you found this story insightful and want more true crime cases told with clarity and detail, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more stories like this. Stay safe and stay alert.